Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Harakah, Hakwadash, and double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone who taught us his truth. While Shalom to you, Akim, that pushed the word across the four corners of this globe without truth and sincerity, by Hashem, Harakah, Hakwadash. Pretty much, I just want to get on a quick lesson, to really, to base upon, pretty much in the time that's coming, mainly, in Jacob's trouble. I'm saying the election, they gonna be, their real self, if I should say, or their true form, pretty much, that fine gold, which it talks about in Isaiah 13, that's gonna be manifested through the hard times that's coming. I'm saying, because she really, so we are going to spiritual power and how pretty much, how very soon the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, is going to lift up a standard, and how, it's going to be, to where divine intervention, from the power on high, he going to be stepping in, and manifesting, the glory, his glory upon his chosen, his servants. But see that glory is already within us, man. Just, by us believing upon Yahweh Shem Yahshai's word alone, hey, there's glory with that, man. But on a physical level, on that, the power, of the Lord when he was on the scene, that type of level, within us, that's going to be, made manifest, through the trials that we go through, and really mainly through the trials, when I'm also, it's like, when I'm more so focused upon, how the trials in Jacob's trouble, how that's going, ultimately, bring out that true manifestation, man. To the point where you're seeing brothers with spiritual power, and, doing things, that the average human being, would never thought is actually, possible, to see those that serving Yahweh Shem Yahshai, that's going to actually be possible, man. And matter of fact, let me just dive right into the precepts. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12. I'll make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than a golden wedge of Ophir. And see, and not just because of the spiritual power, but really, because of the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding, of what that, that elect man, has within himself, understanding the word, the prophecies of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, understanding the time that we're, going through. He's not surprised by him. He's not moved, like that the people about to be moved. He's not, shook up, his confidence and his mindset and his spirit, is locked in or focused upon the power that's bringing this hell, upon the earth, man, and his hope upon him, through his sacrifices, and his deeds, serving towards the power, his hope, upon Yahweh Shem Yahshai's word, on him, guiding and protecting those that were serving him, man, guiding and protecting those, that was doing the work for him, enduring for him, enduring patiently for him, for his namesake, suffered for his namesake, and that very same man, he ain't gonna be all, caught up the way how, majority of the world is, is getting ready, to be caught up out here, man. Confused, lost, and, wondering, where to go, what to do, this and that. No understanding why things are happening. Same thing when 2020 happened, March 2020 happened, it was like, so-called, unprecedented, everybody was bugging out, like why everything is shutting down. You know, famous venues are shutting down. The way of life was, changed as you know it. You know, that brought, a perplexity, upon people, man. People was confused, but we wasn't, surprised at all, man. Was giving all praises to Yahweh Shemi Shai. We continue, I'm saying, to push forward the word, man. And, and we wasn't, tripping, it was more so excited, man. Expecting, any day now, now things is gonna really start moving. But we understood prophecy, man. You know what I'm saying? We understand prophecy. But see, so when this, the next thing happens, the next, a shutdown happens, when Jacob's trouble is in full effect, and when the MOTB stations, is, finally in full effect, and it made mandatory, people gonna be bugging out, man. You know what I'm saying? Majority, of this world is gonna be, in confusion, no idea, and just, go submit to it. You see, us as in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Shai that's bearing our cross and, is what's doing the work, serving Yahweh Shemi Shai daily, week in and week out, going out there in the highways and byways, diligently making our lives a living sacrifice, our bodies a living sacrifice, See, we ain't confused and we know what time we're in, man, and the Lord's gonna keep us, man, more so, in Revelation chapter 3 and 10, where the Lord's gonna put the Spirit upon us, to, like a different type of spirit, to overcome the outward temptation, man. Meanwhile, the whole entire world is just gonna, just fucking bow down, and submit and take the MOTB. But the elect of Yahweh Shemi Shai, a different spirit is gonna be upon them, man. And that's when it comes, Isaiah 13:12. I'll make a man more precious than fine gold. See that type of spirit upon that, that individual elect man. That's gonna stand out, man. The average person gonna see that man like, yo, like something different about this guy, man. He's calm, cool, collective. His face is all, just deadly serious, stone cold serious. And he's not bugging out like the way people are, man. Matter of fact, this is Jeremiah chapter 30 and 7. His average dude is gonna be tweaking, man. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 5. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shemi Shai, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. So that's how bad it's gonna be out here, man. The most toughest, the toughest, badass dude, he's gonna be in a fetal position, hands upon his loins like a woman in travail, like a woman that's gonna be in labor, about to give birth. It's so bad, that he asks, ask yourselves now, if a man can go into labor as a woman, man. The obvious answer is fucking no. So how come he sees, all these men, in a fetal position, in travail, like as a woman, man. A woman that's in labor, she's screaming, she's in pain, she's just, going through it, man. Well, he's seeing men doing this, man. And all faces are turned to paleness, meaning great fear upon people, man. Not knowing what to do, not knowing, what's going on. Confusion, man. It's Jacob's trouble, man. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Shai, the prophets have been warning, mainly our people, man. And it's gonna be, 2/3 doing this, man. As well, it's like as well as these other nations, but mainly 2/3, man. Because this trouble is mainly for the rebellious of our people, man. The 2/3 of our people, as Jacob's trouble, because, majority of our people, heard this word, and they refused to take heed, refused to repent, refused to show forth their obedience, and repentance to Yahweh Shem Yahshua, but rather, cleave into their wickedness. But this is why the Lord has only, has only reserved this for his elections, like it. Verse 7, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And how's he going to be saved out of it? Through the elect. Because see, the 1/3, the 144,000, as well as the great multitude, the men, women, and children, the friends of the prophets and their households. Through those, is Jacob gonna be saved, through the elect. But the great majority of our people, is gonna be cut off. But the main point in this lesson is pretty much how, that man whom Yahweh Shem Yahshua, the Spirit is gonna make him more precious. That man is gonna be a stone cold, just different spirit, man. A more heightened, intense spirit. Like, how, when you go on a fast, you're more, like you like more soul, you just your spiritual senses are just on point, Well, in this time, I'm speaking as a man, which I believe, how pretty much, in this time, like the spirit gonna be on steroids, so to speak, man. Like the spirit is gonna really, be heightened, because it's gonna be danger on every side, man. And everything that we've been prophesying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua is, is manifesting right before our eyes. So, our faith is gonna be heightened, our expectations gonna be heightened. Just hoping and believing upon Yahweh Shem Yahshua to make due upon his word, because he made due upon the judgment, and now we understand, the other side of that, man, deliverance, man. We're gonna be seeing judgment upon every side, man. But see, our hope and our belief, is to be, saved by Yahweh Shem Yahshua, in hopes in his mercy. He looks upon our deeds, our work that we did and labored, in his namesake and our sacrifices, he looks upon that, and he grants us mercy in these times, man, as well as deliverance, from all troubles, even from the missiles, man. But Isaiah 13:12, I'll make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than a golden wedge of Ophir. I was gonna get another precept. Damn, I just forgot it, man. Okay, this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 1. Because pretty much, that spirit is going, stand out, upon the elect men. But this is verse 1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the Most High, and there shall no torment touch them. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery, and their going from us to be utter destruction. But they are in peace. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yes, it is their hope. It's like, yet is their hope full of immortality. And some of us, may have to suffer the punishment of death, man. Include myself. Whoever it may be, we may have to suffer, to die for this thing, man. But yet, either way, if we so-called die, it's still a win-win because why? Because we're gonna be, you know, the first ones, to be risen up, man. You know, in the chariot, man. You know, and see, and even within that, see, the Lord's gonna give, you know, a different type of spirit, you know, upon those men, you know, who's it's, ordained for them, you know, to die for this thing. You know, a different spirit is gonna be upon them for them, you know, for them to, you know, to go through it. Like Andrew, you know, when it's like not Andrew, it's like Stephen, you know, when he was about to get stoned, and you know, it said, you know, he looked up and then he actually saw Yahweh Shai himself sitting on the right hand side of the Most High Yahweh, you know, and then you know, his spirit just gave up, you know, his spirit gave up, you know, from out of his body before they was, you know, even throwing the stones at him, man, you know, so before he even, felt, the pelting stones in his body, you know, the Lord can do anything, man, you know, the Lord can just, you know, have it to where, you know, you don't feel nothing, you know, or take his spirit from you, you know, even before you even feel it, man, you know, whoever it's, you know, ordained, you know, for them to go, you know, to that type of route, you know, Yahweh Shai is gonna guide them, man. But third verse, and they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For the Most High proved them and found them worthy for himself. You know, and going back to the title of this lesson, how, you know, the time of Jacob's trouble, you know, for us to, you know, to manifest to be, you know, of that, you know, that fine gold, you know, we pretty much got to be tried through the fire, man. Because gold, when it, comes out as that pure substance, you know, is put through the fire, you know, and you know, all the dross and the dirt, you know, is burnt off of it, and it comes out, you know, shiny and glistening, you know. Well, this is gonna be us, man, you know, because that power is already within us, you know. Whoever is deemed for them to see that spiritual power, that power is already within us, man. You know, it's just gonna take, like a scenario to where it's gonna be unlocked through the spirit, man. You know, Yahweh Shai gonna bring, you know, those individuals, you know, through like a scenario to the point to where, you know, they may be about to die, so to speak, you know, and, you know, their faith is proven, and boom, right there, man. You know, the spirit just lifted that standard, man, right? You know, right then and there. With guillotine, you know, the guillotine may, be falling down, and you know, Yahweh Shai, he see your faithfulness, and, you know, and boom, you know, the guillotine just may just fucking snap in half at your neck, you know. It's like, you know, any type of scenario, man, you know, you close your eyes, you know, you hear the guillotine coming down, and the fucking guillotine just clink, you know. You see that shit just fucking break in half, and, you know, you open your eyes and you just, you know, start fucking glowing, man. You know, who knows, man? You know, but these things is gonna be manifesting out here, man. You know, these type of miraculous events, these type of powers is gonna only be manifested upon the servants of Yahweh Shai, man. You know, and Yahweh Shai is gonna make due upon his word, man. Make due upon his promises, man, for those that serve him, man. And this is our hope. Verse 6, as gold in the furnace hath he tried them and received them as a burnt offering, and in the time of their visitation they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. You know, like you ever see, you know, sparks flying, you know, that's gonna be the men, man. Literally glowing, you know, they flying across the skies, you know, spiritual power, you know, like, you know, there's something, like very sparkly and shining, you know, moving at a very, you know, high speed rate. You know, it starts, like, it looks like a spark that's flying, man. You know, that's, literally gonna be the election, man. you know, flying, glowing, you know. Who knows how it's gonna be, man, you know. At that Bruce Lee, I forgot the dude's name, but that Super Saiyan glow type thing, you know. Either way, you know what I'm saying, the man Lord gonna be, shining, man, you know, and shall run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. You know what I'm saying? And this is, the expectation, of, those that serving Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Matter of fact, let me try this. Let me type expectation. Yeah, I'll come back to that. So I can. This is Psalm 62. So verse 5. My soul, wait thou only upon the Most High, for my expectation is from him. He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense, I shall not be moved. You know, and when you go into that word hope, to the etymology of the word hope, you're going to find the same word, to expect, the expectation, But that's our hope, man. Our hope is upon Yahweh by Shem Yahshua throughout all our ways, man. Throughout all our minute troubles, unto the greatest troubles, man. And see, in the time of Jacob's trouble, the spirit is going to be on steroids, so to speak, man. It's just going to be, heightened, to the point to where miracles are going to manifest, man. Angels are going to be doing, miraculous, things for the election. Impossible, so to speak, things, for those, of the chosen, man. For those of the elect, they're going to be granted these deliverances. You know what I'm saying? But, the main point, is how pretty much, in the time of Jacob's trouble, it's going to be brought out, and made known, whom Yahweh Shem Yahshua is dealing with, man. Through that glory that's going to be shined upon him, and through the deliverances, it's going to be made known, man. Man. That's basically the main points that I want to bring up for his lessons. Lord willing, that all your brothers and sisters find it satisfying. Until next time, I say so.